Hi, my name is Daniel Andrews. I'm owner and creator of AndrewsFootball.com. Now this video is going to be a little different. Instead of breaking down all 16 games, what I'm going to do is just put all the winners of all 16 games plus an over-under because they have the Chargers-Raiders game listed at 42. I think that's way too low. So basically you can win 17 games, but they're all going to be on my website. So just go to www.andrewsfootball.com and you'll be able to see all the winners for the last week of the NFL football season. The reason why I'm doing this instead of trying to go after my goal of 60% is because the last several weeks, what I've been doing instead of taking a surgical approach, I took a scattershot approach. Basically what I was doing is throwing the proverbial stuff against a wall and hoping that something sticks. Here's the problem with my genius intellect and my obvious supermodel good looks. I've obviously hit the genetic lottery, but humility is something that I really struggle with. So basically, I'm not going to hit my 60% goal, even if I go a perfect 17-0. I'm not going to count that because one of the things that AndrewsFootball.com does is admit that when I'm wrong, I make a mistake, I own up to it. Basically, what you're looking at is basically like AndrewsFootball.com is very much like Amazon in the 90s. You know, you're slow, and then boom, it's just going to explode and be a multi-billion-dollar industry before you know it. Maybe my goals are a little excessive, but basically, you have less than a year of this company being around, so I've made some mistakes. I got greedy, and I apologize because you obviously deserve better. If you're a subscriber, you know that you're one of the greatest people on planet Earth. It's just the first time watching your video yet. Right here underneath here, a little subscribe button. Bam! Hit that button. Be one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you do have some other questions, I have an Andrews Football fan page. You can go to my website, www.andrewsfootball.com. Or if you want me to break down one of these games, just leave a comment in the section and I'll do my best to get to it before kickoff Sunday. Now, I've been watching a lot of college football. I got currently the Miami Wisconsin game on DVR. I got to pause right as the kickoff. I got a picture of Miami kicking the ball right now on my TV. One of my buddies, who shall remain nameless, Tim Wallace, put on Facebook that he's watching the game and revealed the score. So I kind of know what's going to happen. Thanks, Tim. But that's okay. It's not his fault. But I have to give him a little bit of the business. I just finished watching Penn State versus Washington. And I've been an NFL draft junkie since 1990. I got about 30 years experience of watching NFL drafts. And since I've been watching the draft, I've yet to see an NFL prospect quite like Saquon Barkley, who I think is the #1 prospect going into the Combine. Now, after the Combine, things are going to change, but I can tell you, I think he's going to ace the Combine. I think he's going to ace the interviews. And if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'd take him #1 overall. But from now till the draft, there's a lot of things that are going to happen. But if I'm the Cleveland Browns, do something with the quarterback position, but draft this kid #1 overall. Since I've been watching college football, I've yet to see a running back prospect like this. In fact, I've been getting a lot of questions of, hey Dan, what are you going to do after football season? Well, what I'm going to do is do a lot of talk about the drafts. I'm going to have a video coming up probably Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, after Black Monday. I'm going to break down the coaching firings, who they're going to go after, what kind of direction teams are going to take. Plus, I'm going to break down the playoffs. I already know who's going to be in the Super Bowl already, but I'm going to reveal my picks late in a later video, but so keep watching. Also, I have a very special surprise for you. This is going to be something AndrewsFootball.com first. What I'm going to do is break down the National College Championship games. The first game is Georgia against Oklahoma. This is your proverbial offense versus defense. Georgia's 2.5-point favorite. And if you know anything about AndrewsFootball.com, I will always take a good defense over a good offense. 90% of the time when you hear about a player getting an illness or a flu or a cold, I ignore it. Baker Mayfield's been not practicing the last couple of days due to some undisclosed illness. Most people say it's the flu. I think it will affect him this game, and the reason why is that if you've been watching Big 12 football, you know it's a pass-happy high scoring type of league. It's very fun to watch, but I fully expect Georgia with its NFL offensive line and NFL running backs to shorten the game. So instead of him getting the ball, 4 to 5 times a quarter, he's probably going to see 2 to 3 possessions per quarter. Georgia's going to shorten this game. And that's why you're also going to pick the under, because the over-under is 60.5. Take the under. So for one game, you get 2 predictions. You get Georgia and take the 2.5. It's a low number. And also take the under for 60.5. I think you're going to see Georgia shorten the game. But I think you're going to see them win somewhere around, like, I think a 31-24, maybe 31-21. Next game you have is a rematch of the national championship. It's the third time in a row you're seeing these two teams. Alabama's a 3-point favorite against Clemson, and I'm really surprised it's at 3, because I think you could have this go all the way up to 5, and I still think you'll have people from both sides, whether you're an Alabama fan or Clemson fan, betting on Alabama. I'm really surprised it's at 3. And of course, in that statement, you got me correct. I am taking Alabama. The reason why is that a lot of people think that Clemson, after that 38-3 victory and Alabama losing the Iron Bowl, that Clemson's a better team. That's not the case at all. I know they deserve to be the number 1 ranked team, but they're not the best team in the country. I think that's Alabama by a long shot. The Iron Bowl one, I think, is the best rivalry game in college. You know what? No, it's not. It's the second best game. I think Ohio State Michigan's the number 1 rivalry game to watch in college football, has the most history. But the Iron Bowl's number 2. Great as far as this game goes. It's probably a better game this year because Michigan's a little down. But overall rivalry due to history. And that's something that Andrews Football will talk about later on. I kind of went off on a tangent there, so bear with me. I do, however, expect there to be more scoring. So again, take Alabama, but take the over on this game. It's 47. So 2 games, 4 predictions. I'll probably go perfect 4-0, and I'm just going to ruin it for you. I also will predict Alabama to win. I don't know what the line's going to be. My guess will probably be Alabama's probably going to be a 6-point favorite against Georgia. So now this will be the last video for the year. So if you're one of my viewers, you know that you're one of the best people on planet Earth. I don't want to hear about you involved in a DUI incident, or even worse, and getting in an accident. I would be heartbroken. So if you are going to celebrate the New Year's, be safe. Do not drink and drive. And if you're watching this video and you haven't done it already, there's a little subscribe button underneath there. Bam! Hit that button. Be a subscriber. It'll make all your wildest dreams come true. And until 2018, see ya.